Oh my goodness. All right, Berlin. Oh my goodness. How are you, you sexy Berlin bitches? Look at us. Oh my God, did you have a good summer? I had a great summer, mainly because I wasn't in Berlin. Listen, I like to be somewhere in the summer where I can wear breathable fabrics, okay? Berlin, it's all leather and latex and rubber. That shit doesn't breathe, okay? I need some linen or some poplin. That's right. No, everyone here, it's too severe, the fashion. Everyone is dressed like some sort of Moulin Rouge vampire whore. It's too much. Everyone's auditioning to be in a Sam Smith music video. It's too much. I don't like those Sam Smith dancers. They look funky, don't they? They're like, oh, deodorant's a form of patriarchy. Go for it, Sam. Too much. Too much. Ugh. How many international people do we have here tonight? Okay. How many Germans? We have some happy Germans tonight. I love that. They just filled out their taxes. That's why they're so happy. I love that. No, I just get to a point where I just need to leave. I don't know what I'm doing even living in this country. Like sometimes I just think to myself, I guess I just wanted life to be a little more difficult. It wasn't hard enough pursuing a career in comedy. Let's do it in a country where it doesn't exist. I just did a national tour of the entire country. I went to Hanover and it was 100% Germans. Not a single international person to tell them when to laugh. They just stared at me like, why are you saying something that is factually inaccurate? It's called a joke. No, you are a liar. This is a tour of lies. Oh, very literal people. I've been spending a lot of time in New York. New York is so diverse, it's fabulous. Berlin is, when you go to other big cities, you realize how white Berlin is. It is whitey, white, white. Like I have a friend in Berlin who considers himself a person of color because he's Greek. My friend Stavros, we had a whole conversation about it. He was talking about his Grindr profile, and he was like, I shouldn't put white, I'm Mediterranean. I'm like, Stavros, these Germans have broken your brain. The level of white is just really high here. I'm pretty sure people with black hair and brown eyes can still be white. No, white is a colonialist term. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about generations of your Greek ancestors forced to pick Clamato olives. I know, your people suffered under colonialism, terrible. No. I'm Mediterranean, that's my race. I'm like, okay, that's not a race. Like, my dad was Croatian, that doesn't make me biracial, okay? Although I do have the same skin tone as Meghan Markle, thank you very much. Me and Megs, we just want our privacy and a Netflix series. So, oh my God. No, but the gay art scene in New York is amazing, you guys. It's out of control. Like Berlin just pales in comparison. Like the queer art scene in Berlin, it's so predictable. It's always some photography exhibit at a crack house. And the photographer is always the same person. It's an anorexic Eastern European with a mullet. And he's chain smoking, pretending to be non-binary to seem interesting. My pronouns are they, them, because I have no personality. This is my photography exhibit. Yeah, so me and my friends, we did crystal meth for 4 days. And we took Polaroids of each other having group sex. So this is my gay porn crystal meth erotic art. It's like, so Robert Mapplethorpe. I don't know who that is, but it's so Robert Mapplethorpe. So annoying. Oh, the only thing more annoying than like queer artists in Berlin is the fact that shit's closed on Sunday. You know that in New York, Shit's open on Sunday. You know, we have to pretend, what is this? Like, we have to pretend we're in some medieval Catholic village? Like, what the fuck is this? This is supposed to be like the global epicenter of continental Europe? No, no, little Auslander, Sunday is for sleeping. Go to sleep, little Auslander. You're tired from Berghain. Oh. And the Germans, they have no good reason for it. They're like, no, no, people need to be at home with their family. No one wants to work on Sunday. Well, did you ask anyone? Maybe some people want a part-time job. No, no, go to sleep. I like shopping on Sunday. Oh my God. And they try to spin it and be like, it's a socialist policy. It's for workers' rights. I'm pretty sure it's for a bunch of rich old people in Bavaria who vote for the CDU and want to nap after church, okay? Fuck you. Yeah. Oh my God. I get so frustrated with Germany. Like I once got fined from the Finanzamt because I didn't fill out a form because it didn't exist. There was no way I could fill it out. They were like, you need to fill out this form. What form? We don't know. But you want me to fill it out? Yeah. But I can't fill it out. I had to hire an accountant to fill out a form that didn't exist. Yeah, so I love this country so much. I just need a break sometimes. I need a break. I'm like, where can I go where the Germans can't get to me? Israel. It's German-proof, that country. So, yeah, Shana Tova, everybody. It's Jewish New Year. Yes, yes. Oh my God, I love Tel Aviv. It's so much fun. It's such a fabulous city. But anytime I go to Tel Aviv, I always get like the queer hipsters of Neukölln angry at me. Like I post a video or a photo. Anytime I go to Tel Aviv, they'll just write on my Instagram over and over, free Palestine, free Palestine. So I started replying, I tried. I try so hard to free Palestine, you guys, every time. I try. Oh my God. But I really hate anti-Semitism too. It's such bullshit. And it doesn't make any logical sense. Like if you actually thought that Jews controlled the media and the banks, wouldn't you want to be on their good side? Like if I was anti-Semitic, I'd be really nice to Jewish people. I'd be like, would you like some more gefilte fish? Can you help me negotiate my mortgage loan? Sorry, the Germans really want to laugh, but they can't. Like, no, no, you are not going to trick me, little Auslander. This is a trap. Oh my God. And so the queer hipsters, they get really angry at me when I go to Israel. And this is the thing, like fascists and homophobes never harass me online. It's always like skinny 20-year-olds in Neukölln who are always like super white with like weird earrings and awkward glitter. And they come for me, you guys. And they started calling me a colonialist for going to Israel. And then I started thinking, you know what? Don't give me fucking ideas, okay? A gay colony sounds pretty nice right about now, okay? If the Jews can have a state, the gays can have a state, okay? They have a homeland, we're gonna have a homo land, okay? Yeah. And I'm talking about an old school gay colony before the lesbians made us be inclusive. Yeah. Yeah. Just only the rainbow, not that little triangle with all the other colors, just a fucking rainbow. Just hot, gay, power gays, that's it. Only hot, like 1998 gay, yeah. That's gonna be my gay colony. Okay, here's my plan. We take Zanzibar. I think we could do it. Tanzania is weak. We could do it. Listen, why do you think I'm testing this whole power gay thing? Come on. We can do it, you guys. I could take Zanzibar in one weekend. And if the UN tried to stop me, I'd be like, you're homophobic. You're like, all right, take Zanzibar. Yeah, So I'd need an army. First of all, I think I could get all the gays in the Israeli army. So the Israeli army. And then we'd need a country to bankroll us. I think the Dutch would do it. Okay? Because the Dutch fucking loved colonialism, don't they? You know the whole 200 years when they owned half of the world with slavery? You know they call that period the Golden Era. To this day, they're like, oh yes, the Golden Era. It was so prosperous. It was so prosperous. All the trade and the commerce. Yeah, the slavery? The slavery that you had? No, it was sugar and spices. We've been on boats to the Tropen, and we made so much sugar. We've been to Indonesia, and we got sambal and bami, and we came back with spices. With so much money. You know, it was slavery, actually, I'm pretty sure. Dutch people love money so much. Dutch people are the only people who could watch Lord of the Rings and root for Gollum. No, this is his ring, fair and square. Finders keepers. You leave our little friend Gollum alone. Yeah, gay Zanzibar is gonna be fucking fabulous. I can't wait. Although eventually we'd have to build one of those Wakanda invisibility shields to keep out the straight girl bachelorette parties, right? They're gonna wanna come for sure. They'll be like, Amber's getting married. Can we have a tourist visa? Amber's getting married. No, it's just hot gay guys. It's gay Zanzibar. Go away, you're not coming. What about her? You're letting that old lady in a wheelchair. That's Madonna. She's our head of state. Oh, it'd be so nice. I experimented a little bit with the idea of a gay society. I went on a gay cruise. I got hired, I performed on a gay cruise. And I gotta tell you, after a couple days, I realized, in terms of a gay society, not sure how functional that might be. All of a sudden, to find myself on a cruise ship with 3,000 gay men in the middle of the Mediterranean, I learned pretty fast, if it wasn't for the crew of 400 hardworking Filipinos, we would have all drowned, okay? It would have been one disaster twink on the helm, oh my God, that iceberg looks like crystal meth. Let's go for it. A lesbian society would be more functional, right? Beautiful gardens, sensible footwear. Be a good time. So a lot has happened for me this year. I had to get sober. I lost a lot of weight. Something had happened in my life. It went in the wrong direction. And it happens a lot if you live overseas, being away from my home country, from my family, from people that I was raised with. 12 years in Europe, it was a long time. It was a long time. And I didn't realize how much living in Germany had changed me. Until I went back to Canada after 4 years, since before the pandemic. I went back to Canada this Christmas. And as the plane landed in Toronto, everyone's cell phone went off because there were all these snowstorms happening in Canada. So everyone's connecting flight was getting canceled. So I'm there and I see all the kind-hearted Canadians checking in with each other oh gee, did your flight get canceled? Oh, it sure did. Oh, well, I hope you get home in time for Christmas. Oh, God bless, God bless. And my first reaction was, why are you speaking to someone you do not know? This is not an authentic friendship you are forming right now. You are being very insincere, and it is none of your business if they have a connecting flight. I forgot people could just be nice. Everyone's helping each other with their luggage. Oh, let me get that for you. Oh, gee, thanks. Oh, God bless, God bless. I'm there in the aisle das ist kein Fahrradweg. I know that you are friendly and folksy, but now it is time to exit the plane. What had happened to me? I reconnected with an old friend, someone who knew me since I was a child. And she said, wow, Daniel, you've been through so much. You've had to overcome so much. It must have been so hard for you. How did you find the strength to be that brave? And I looked at her face and I just thought, oh my God, I remember this. This is called empathy. I've been living on a continent where no one has any fucking empathy for each other. First, I lived in Norway for a year, and they're just a bunch of like sheltered, rich, dumb babies. Oh my God, try connecting with a Norwegian. They're like, oh, are you sad? Who to who? When I'm sad, I buy a boat. Maybe you could buy a boat. Who to have, who to her. And then I lived in the Netherlands for 4 years with those money-grubbing sociopaths. Ah, yes, you were having a problem. This is a you problem, not a me problem. Now I'm gonna go gel my hair and ride my bicycle and exploit the vulnerable. And then 5 years with the Germans. 5 years with the Germans. You know, they have a word, Schadenfreude. It means taking pleasure in the pain of others. They have a word for that. They do it so much. Oh, little Auslander, are you depressed? Are you dealing with anxiety? Tell me all about it. But I will not help you unless you recycle effectively. That's all they care about is recycling. That's it. And I tried, living in Berlin. Berlin's a hard city. I tried to reach out to different communities. I tried to reach out to the international community. The worst is like becoming friends with US Americans, with the US expats, because all they talk about, all they think about is US politics. Like you could share anything, like, yeah, I'm really struggling with depression right now. You know what's really depressing? The new laws in Florida. I mean, try being a drag queen in Florida, am I right? You have no idea what DeSantis is doing down there. I don't know who DeSantis is. I'm not from your stupid country, okay? For people that hate their country, they certainly talk about it a lot, okay? And then I tried to become friends with the gays in Berlin. Oh my God, those dead-eyed junkies, are you kidding me? Just empty vessels of a human being. Oh yeah, oh, are you fucking kidding me? Those people coming out of Kit Kat Club in Berghain, try to connect with those people. I'm really struggling right now. I'm having a lot of intense feelings. Oh my God, feelings? You have feelings? Maybe just don't. Just stop it with the feelings. Snort some ketamine, you'll feel better. Not better, numb. Terrible. I think just being a gay guy in Europe too, like it hardens you. It's hardcore here. You don't know what the gays are like in Canada. We're soft people. We're soft, well-mannered people, okay? Europeans, you're hardcore gays. Like every city in Europe has some sort of cruising club or dark room. We didn't have that in Canada. We didn't have that. Like in the middle of the day, I don't know if straight people realize this, in the middle of the day in any European city, you will be able to find some sort of sleazy gay bar or a sleazy like weird movie theater where you can go at like 3 p.m. on a Tuesday into a dark basement and jerk off with strangers. Straight people, we do this all the time. All the time. It's not even weird for us. Like the gay friend that brought you here, Amanda, he does that. He does that. He's looking at you right now like, no, not me, Amanda. Yes, him, Amanda. Your gay friend does that, Amanda. He doesn't tell you about it, but we do it all the time. All the time. And it's always the same thing. Like you go into the dark room and you're always gonna hook up with like the ugliest guy you'd never fuck in a million years. You're like, ah, you'll do, get over here. It's dark for a reason. And then as soon as you come, you're like, ah, get away from me. And no matter what kind of sex you have, you're always gonna end up with a handful of jizz. Always. Always have a handful of jizz. And then your pants are around your ankles, and you don't wanna pick up your pants because you'll get cum all over your belt. So now, all of a sudden, it's like 3 p.m. on a Tuesday, and you find yourself in a weird, dark basement in Amsterdam with your pants around your ankles and a handful of cum trying to find a sink. And you're just thinking, how is this my life? Who am I? When I was a little boy growing up in Canada, I never thought this would be my life. Just in a basement in the middle of Amsterdam, finding a dirty sink to wash the cum off my hands. And then eventually you wash your hands and you leave and you're like, whatever, that didn't happen. I'm a princess, right? You just re-enter polite society and you're walking around 3 p.m. on a Tuesday like, no one knows what I did, right? Us gays, we like to compartmentalize. Yeah, so it's a lot. It's a lot. I didn't realize how emotionally stunted I've become from all the like darkroom sex and like swinger clubs and like weird Berlin one-night stands and hookups until when I was in Canada, I took a Canadian lover. Yes. And listen to how kinky this sex was. I knew his name. We had sex in a bed and no one was watching. Yeah. I realized how damaged I was halfway through the sex when I froze because he made eye contact with me. That hadn't happened in 5 years. He was like, oh, gee, hey, are you okay? What's going on? I'm like, yeah, could you stop looking at me? That's a little personal. My dick is inside of you. Yeah, I know, flip me around and fuck me like an object, like a normal person. God, I'm not gonna marry you, I'm not a lesbian. Sorry, don't get angry, lesbians, I'm scared of you. I had a drinking problem. I drank a lot. I drank a lot, all the time. I would drink. And I had been drinking like throughout my 20s and my 30s, working as a comedian, performing in comedy clubs all throughout Europe. And then I moved to Berlin, the pandemic happened, and I drank quite heavily. And at the height of my drinking problem, I became sexually obsessed with old Turkish men. I'm not ashamed. I live in Kreuzberg, they're everywhere. And I gotta tell you, these old Kreuzberg Turkish guys are so fucking hot. They're always standing outside the Spätkovs and the cafes, smoking, with their salt and pepper hair and their thick beards. And you know they know everything that's going on the block. Like they have all the like Ottoman Empire secrets, you know? Their little Ottoman Empire mystique about them. Anytime I'm around an old Turkish man, I feel like I'm this like little Cypriot village boy, you know? They invaded my village in the north of Cyprus and I have to do whatever I can to not be exiled from my home. Oh my God, I love war rape. Sorry. Consensual war rape fantasies. Don't be so woke. God, you're so gross. Anyway, listen, so I had a plan. I was gonna get some old man Turkish dick. It was the last thing I did. So I printed a map of my neighborhood and I marked all the old Turkish man bars. And then I got a spreadsheet. This is what the Germans did to me. And I marked how many times I would go and I would alternate between all the different bars. My strategy was to go around midnight and I would get one drink and I'd sit at the bar and I'd give them this look as if to say, I can keep a secret. After 3 weeks, my little list and my spreadsheet, it worked. I was there at the old Turkish man bar, and there was this guy, Typhon. He waved me over. He was about 55, so not quite old enough to be my father, but beggars can't be choosers. And so I sit down beside him, and we're not alone in the old Turkish man bar. Like, there's all these other old Turkish men there, chain smoking and playing weird board games and talking shit. There might have been some light drug dealing going on. So I'm there. I sit down beside him. I swear to God, he takes his hand, he pushes it down the back of my pants and starts finger banging me in front of all the other old Turkish men. And the old Turkish men did nothing. They were like, oh, well, that's Typhon. And I'm thinking, oh my God, does shit like this go down at these old Turkish man bars? Is this normal? Like, are they just gonna like take me in the back and like take turns on me? Like a little Cypriot village boy who doesn't want to be exiled. What I'm trying to say is don't give up on your dreams. Because you never know when you're going to get finger banged by life. It's more of a TED Talk, this show. I had a great summer. I really did. It was so much fun. I gotta say, though, June is becoming a very long month. Pride Month, I'm not sure we need a whole month, gays. Like, we're becoming that annoying girl who celebrates her birthday for a month. Oh my God, October is for Amber. You get a day, Amber, not a month. We are just drunk with power, these poor straight people. Honestly, it's a little much. It's a lot for me. Like, by June 20th, I'm ready to eat some pussy, honestly. It's a lot of gay. And I hate that Pride has become so politicized now. You know, like the queer activists are never happy with anything. It's like if corporations don't sponsor Pride, they're like, oh my God, they're not sponsoring Pride, they're transphobic, they're homophobic. If they do sponsor Pride, you're pinkwashing, you don't really care about us, you're just trying to sell your products. It's like, yeah, welcome to planet Earth. Okay, our entire society functions because we pretend to care about people we don't, okay? Have you ever spent Christmas with your family? You didn't like that joke. You're like, I love my family. That's why you're there and I'm here, okay? Yes. Right. I'm traumatized. Oh, I love celebrating Pride. And I think you should celebrate Pride however the fuck you want to celebrate Pride, okay? I was at the Berlin Pride. I was on the TikTok float. I was with all these hot gay guys dancing to Katy Perry, rubbing our dicks all over each other. Like, my childhood was hard. I fucking deserve this, okay? I had a hard start in life, but now as a grown-up, I'm living my best life. I take some Instagram stories. I post them. All of a sudden, who do I get messages from? The queer activists of Neukölln. I cannot believe you would go to that corporate, mainstream, pink-washing, bullshit Pride. You should have been at the alternative queer march. I'm sorry. If you see a gay man celebrating gay pride and your first thought is, he's not liberal enough, congratulations, you're the person everyone hates, okay? That is like demented. You've lost all track of reality, okay? I'm sorry, I'm not giving up my victim card just yet, okay? I get the fact that I'm a man. I get the fact that I'm white, although I am half Mediterranean. I get that there's privilege associated with those things, but I am a gay man, okay? Not taking my victim card away, little queer activists. No, okay? My childhood fucking sucked, okay? I was disowned by half my family, okay? I was bullied my entire life. Somehow I managed to overcome that, become a relatively successful, nice person, performing to 500 people in Berlin. Hello? Hello. I've dedicated my life to bringing happiness and laughter to people, and if I want to celebrate gay pride with a bunch of hot gay guys dancing to Katy Perry and rubbing our dicks all over each other, that's what I'm gonna do, okay? And the queer activists, they're not even gay. It's always some like 16-year-old girl with blue hair and undiagnosed autism. And she's there like, I kissed a girl on my volleyball team, I'm bi. You're a straight girl with blue hair. Sit down. You don't get to tell me how to celebrate gay pride, okay? I'm old enough to be your father, okay? We're just letting these like blue-haired teenagers bully us. Like, oh my God, whatever you say, blue-haired teenager, oh my God, yes, gender doesn't exist. Being attracted to the moon is a normal sexual orientation. You go, girl, you live your moon sexual life. Oh my God, blue-haired girl, whatever you say, fuck you, okay? The queer marches, they aren't even about gay rights. They're about like every other issue. So we just have the blue-haired teenagers bullying us like, you asshole gay guys, come march with us blue-haired teenagers. We've got a march for the non-binary queer trans refugees from Sudan. Stop dancing to Katy Perry. Stop rubbing your dicks all over each other. Stop enjoying your life. We've got a trauma bond. We've got to march for them. They can't march for themselves. They're in wheelchairs. And they can't speak for themselves. They have speech impediments. So it's up to us, blue-haired teenagers, to march for the non-binary queer trans refugees from Sudan in wheelchairs and speech impediments. And they have really bad allergies. Oh, they're just sneezing all the time, and they're nearsighted, so they're just bumping into their wheelchairs. Achoo, achoo. Oh, they're such victims, and I'm a victim with my blue hair. So it's up to us, blue-haired teenage girls, and you asshole gay guys to march for the non-binary queer trans Sudanese refugees in wheelchairs and allergies who are nearsighted. And they're all pregnant and they all need abortions. You have no idea what DeSantis is doing in Florida. Yeah, I'm gonna be eating caviar and getting my dick sucked, actually. A little busy. I'm getting canceled. No, I'm not worried about getting canceled because I think the whole LGBTQIA XYZ 1, 2, 3, it's all gonna fraction. I give it 2 years, maybe even just 1 year. Okay, you cannot keep all these different groups of people together under one umbrella. It's like Yugoslavia. And the lesbians are the Serbs. Boop, boop. Yes, yes. No, you know what's gonna happen? I have a theory, okay? There's gonna be one blue-haired teenager who starts a debate on TikTok or Twitter about whether or not drag is transphobic. Yeah? Get your popcorn straight, people. It's gonna get weird. Okay, how do you have that conversation? That's uncomfortable, right? The trans women versus the gay guys. And you know who's really gonna suffer? The TERFs, the trans exclusionary radical feminists. What side are they gonna take? Because those bitches always need to take a side, right? They're gonna be like, well, we hate gay guys because they're better at makeup than us. But we hate trans women because they always beat us at swimming competitions. I love that they care so much about swimming competitions. Isn't that great? It's like, no, I'm not transphobic. I have always cared deeply about ending climate change, helping end child poverty, and making sure little girls' swimming competitions run fairly. Okay, calm down. Oh, amazing. No, but there is a group of people targeting the gays, okay? And I'm not talking about fascists, okay? I'm not scared of fascism. Okay, fascism never works out in the long run. You know why? It's not fun. Being gay is fun. No one's ever had a dinner party and been like, oh my God, invite your friend Adam, he's a fascist, right? I've always wanted a fascist best friend. No, it's never happened. But there is a group of people threatening pride, and I'm just gonna say it. Can I say it, Berlin? Yeah. Can I speak truth to power? Yeah. You know who's ruining gay pride globally? Straight girls! It's you, straight girls! It's not your bachelorette party all day long. I'm an ally. So annoying. My God, show them your tits, Amber. They're gay, they don't care. No one wants to see your tits, Amber. Could you imagine going to an event for a community that you don't belong to and taking up all the energy and all the space? It would be like me going to some urban hip-hop rap battle, like, yo, yo, motherfuckers! White chocolate in the house! I'm an ally! I'm here to support you! No, I wouldn't do that. But these straight girls, the balls of a burglar on you girls. Ugh. And I get it. We're fun. You like to have fun with us. We like to have fun with you too. But you know what happens? You get drunk and you get horny and then your boyfriends show up. Your dumb fucking boyfriends stinking the place up. Oh my God, Brandon, I told you not to come. Today's for me and my girls and my gays. I'm an ally. But babe, look at all the colors and the rainbows. Don't you realize love is love, babe? And I love you, Amber. Oh my God, Brandon, you're right. Gay pride is about us. Now, all of a sudden, all of gay pride is just a backdrop for Amber and Brandon in their gross fucking hetero makeout that no one asked to see. And it's not their day, it's our day. We were bullied in high school, we deserve a day. Oh, so hard to contain my velvet rage. Thank God this is my job, right? I just be roaming the streets of Oostbahnhof like Brandon and Amber, Amber and Brandon. Crazy. But no, I'm sorry I made fun of you straight girls. I love you. I love you. I envy you. You get to be with fucking straight guys. How fun is that? They're so simple, right? You can just turn your brain off. Always have a warm body next to you. Oh, so nice. They're so simple, aren't they? Just simple, dumb fucking straight guys. It would be so nice. It would be like having a plant. But no. Plants manifest beauty with flowers. It would be like a cactus. You know, that's what these straight guys are, just dumb fucking cactuses. Yeah, I'd love it. I would love a nice 45-year-old divorcee. That's what I want. Just a dumb, oblivious straight guy. Like not on the spectrum, but like a software engineer, you know? Just like his wife left him 3 years ago. He's like, where'd she go? No. Someone with money and a nice big apartment in Prince Lauerberg. God, it would be so fucking easy to be with a straight guy. Just put on football. He'd be like, oh, football! I like football. Let's watch football. Oh, yeah. Get the ball. Get that ball. Oh, you get the ball. Get that ball. Oh, get the ball. You straight girls, so nice. So nice. I see you holding his hand in the front row. Isn't that great? Just make him a couple meals, suck his dick like once. That's it. You only have to do it once with a straight guy. The rest of the relationship, he's like, maybe she'll do it again. Not like me. I suck dick like it's a part-time job, girl. All day long, like, sucking dick all day. Oh, it's okay, I like it. But it's exhausting. Oh, it'd be so good. You don't even have to make him a couple meals, right? Chicken wings. He got so excited. He was like, chicken wings! I like chicken wings. Football! I made chicken wings. Chicken wings! Football, chicken wings! They get so excited about football. When it comes to football, straight guys are like drag queens. They have little outfits ready. They're like, when the green team plays, I wear my green shirt. I like the green team, so I wear my green hat and my green shirt. Go green team! Get the ball, Chickawigs! I would love it. I would fucking love it. You have no idea how hard I have to work to get some good cock in this city. You have no idea, girl, how much money I have spent to look like this. And in the straight world, I'd be like an 8.5. In the gay world, I'm barely a 6, okay? These fucking shallow assholes. I'm telling you, I've worked so hard to look like this. I could have bought like an apartment in Serbia. That's how much money I've spent. Hair transplant, Botox, filler, facelift. You don't want to know what I did to my body. I'm telling you, just to get some nice top shelf dick. That's what I deserve. I want some top shelf dick. I want dick that's like a single malt whiskey dick. It's like 20 euros an ounce, that kind of dick. Yeah. I've had so much bad dick in this city. Berlin dick is the worst. Yeah, it's the worst. Dark room dick. Dick coming out of holes in the wall. I'm talking Halloween dick. Haunted house dick. I had dick fall on the floor and I was like, 3-second rule. Not anymore. No more dirty dick for me. I'm skinny now. Only top shelf dick for me. Yeah. It's so different being gay than being straight. When we were like in our early 20s, we all thought, oh, what does it matter? We're all the same. No, it's different, okay? I didn't know what gay relationships were gonna be like. Like, I always thought they would be like hetero relationships. I thought I'd meet a beautiful man and we'd fall in love and have a happy, healthy, monogamous relationship. And we'd have a beautiful, connected life and just build a home together and maybe have a baby and a French bulldog. I wish I could go back 20 years and be like, listen, kid, this is best case scenario. You gotta try to find someone who's like a roommate meets a best friend, okay? That's gonna be your husband so you don't die alone, check, okay? And yeah, you love him, yeah, you're gonna fuck him, but the thing is you mainly wanna just accumulate wealth with your dual male income. Just money, 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 be power gaze, travel, fabulous furniture, fabulous photos, abs, just have abs, be fucking rich fucking husbands. And yeah, you're gonna fuck them every now and then, but guess what? You're a gay guy. You get to fuck everybody else. There's a whole world out there to fuck, but the caveat, never be nice to them. Yeah, just treat them like a piece of meat. Just fuck them, throw them away. Fuck them, throw them away. Fuck them, throw them away. And then the guys who are really nice but not hot enough to fuck, they're gonna be your friends. And you use them for emotional connection because your husband doesn't really love you. So you need to just fill up on your friendships. Just use them, take everything from them. Maybe they want to fuck you, maybe they're in love with you. It doesn't matter. You're friends. You have these people to fuck. Fuck, throw them away. Fuck, throw them away. Fuck, throw them away. And at the end of the day, you go home to your husband in your beautiful penthouse with all your designer furniture and your perfect little bulldog, and you're like, hey babe, how many people did you use today? 13. Oh, I used 11. Isn't it hilarious how straight people think that we're like them? And they invite us to their dinner parties and their weddings, and they have no idea we're total selfish psychopaths. And that's gay marriage. Thank you. Thank you. And if you applauded, that means you're homophobic. Okay. You're gonna get an angry message from a blue-haired girl tonight, okay? So listen, I have, in the last 14 months, lost 101 kilos. Thank you. So I had to pull up my pants because I'm so skinny. I lost a lot of weight. That's 122 pounds for the Americans. I have to do that for the Americans because they're like, I didn't come to Europea to do no math. So it's a lot of weight. Like I lost more weight than I now currently weigh. And I did it with hard work, dedication, and I had my stomach cut out. Yes, I had the gastric sleeve surgery. Right away, I can feel the Germans judging me, okay? Because Germans hate medicine and technology. No, you should have eaten sauerkraut. Sauerkraut und ice baths. That's their fucking solution to everything. Like it's 1832. What the fuck? Go send a fax. So, yeah. So what they did was they made 5 little incisions and they put this thing in that both cut and stapled my stomach at the same time. So they divided out 80% of my stomach. They pulled it out of one of the little holes and threw it away. It was like my own little stomach abortion. My body, my choice, okay? Yeah, I see you judging me. What are you, pro-stomach? I'm gonna start picketing my show. God loves all stomachs. Fuck you, okay? I'm too young to have a stomach. I wanna go to college. So, I loved my stomach abortion. Actually, I think the doctor who did my surgery is here. Dr. Suswin, are you here? Would you stand up, Dr. Suswin? Dr. Suswin, thank you so much. I love you, Dr. Suswin. This man really saved my life. I love him so much. You have no idea how happy I was. Like when I woke up from that anesthesia, I was probably the happiest I'd ever been in my life. You have no idea what it's like to have a problem for 30 years. I was overweight since I was 7 years old. And so to know when I woke up, it's over. I'm gonna be thin the rest of my life. Considering all the rejection, all the bullying, all the pain, all the unnecessary suffering that I had to go through for 30 years, and it was over. I was so happy. And I don't know if that sounds politically incorrect. I don't know, but the whole body positivity movement, personally, as someone who was really big, it was horrible for me to have the message of just accept yourself and love yourself when I clearly don't, when I clearly am very unhappy, to just feel like I'm not meeting the expectation of unconditionally loving myself. It was like this added level of failure. I just felt like, oh my God, get off my back. Just let me hate myself like a normal person, Lizzo. I was right about Lizzo. Yeah. Oh, it was so great. So what had happened was I had been big my whole life, but I had been steadily gaining weight as my drinking problem got worse and worse. And then during the pandemic, I got very big, and I wanted to do something to change things. I went on vacation. I went to Argentina. But I was walking down the street and there was like this uneven part of the street. And the whole trip was to try to rehabilitate myself, be in the sunshine. I ended up falling, breaking my ankle. And so when you're really heavy and you can barely walk for like 2 or 3 months and you're drinking heavily, you're gonna gain a lot of weight. So I went to see my doctor to ask him about whether or not I should get surgery. He hadn't seen me for 3 months. He took one look at me and was like, yes, the ankle. Is there anything else you would like to talk about? About your body? And I was so in denial. I was like, I don't know, like sometimes my knees hurt. I could see his Schadenfreude kicking in. And why do you think your knees hurt? I suck a lot of dick. But normally the old Turkish men let me sit down. They were very patient with me. When was the last time you were weighed? I was like, I don't know. I think we should weigh you. And so I get on the scale and the number comes up and I turn to the nurse and I'm like, oh, can you believe it? No, I am surprised too. You carry it very well. I was like, thank you. And it's true, even when I was really big, I was pretty cute. Like, I was like Brad Pitt of the morbidly obese, I'm telling you. I was adorable. Thank you. So I got referred to an obesity clinic. And when you go to an obesity clinic, that is a humbling experience, okay? Because first of all, when you're really big, you're never really around people that are as big as you, like over 150 kilos. So you go into the waiting room, and first of all, I just burst out laughing because the chairs are enormous. Like, I get that you don't want to give us little tiny chairs, but everyone had like a sofa to themselves. Like, we are human beings, not baby elephants. So to all of a sudden be in a waiting room with 12 other people who are all over 150 kilos, each one of us on an individual sofa, it felt kind of like a high school reunion. I was like, hey guys, the band's back together, huh? And I could tell everyone was so uncomfortable filling out paperwork. So I got myself a bottle of water and I turned around and I was like, well, here we are, guys. I guess things got a little out of hand, didn't they? I guess we can't really ninja our way out of this one, am I right? Chop, chop. I made a lot of friends. I didn't really tell my friends that I was getting the surgery until it was done because I didn't want to jinx it. I just wanted to keep it a private thing. And I didn't talk about it publicly until 4 months after the surgery had happened. And everyone asked me, all my close friends, they asked me, the first thing was like, are you worried about loose skin? And I wasn't until it started happening. Like 6 months in, my body looked like a melted candle, okay? I could literally take my stomach and throw it on the table. Body positivity, fuck you, Lizzo, fuck you. I don't need your body positivity. I'm gonna mutilate myself till someone loves me, okay? So yeah, I have had a lot of surgeries the past 3 months. I had the surgery to remove all the excess skin. I did it right at the start of the summer because I started to have nightmares that if I waited until September, I would be like walking down the street and I'd hit an air vent and I'd be like Marilyn Monroe. It's like, instead of her white dress, it's my stomach. Like, gentlemen prefer blondes, right? I couldn't risk it. So I had a lot of surgeries. The first one was a facelift. Thank you very much. Yes. I had lost so much weight that I looked really old. Like I had all this skin on my face and my neck. And if you consider ever getting a facelift, never ask for encouragement from Germans. Germans do not believe in aesthetic surgery. Their logic is, oh, will it bring you happiness and confidence and joy? Don't do it. You must suffer. The winter is long. Every German I spoke to was like, no, you don't need this. I liked your neck. You like my neck? You like my turkey neck? You like all this skin? Yeah, it reminds me of my Opa. Oh. Your Opa was a Nazi? I'm glad he's dead. Fuck you. As soon as I got my influencer discount, I was on the first fucking flight to Istanbul. Oh yeah, I loved my facelift. I loved it. When you get older, if you want to get a facelift, you fucking get a facelift. It was so much fun. I loved every part of it. And I was there in secret too, so I felt like this rich old lady, you know? It was so much fun. Even like the moments that were scary, still kind of fun. Like how often in life are you scared that you've permanently disfigured your face? Kind of fun. It was so dramatic, you guys. They take the bandage off on the second day and they hand you a mirror. It's like in a soap opera. And you see your face. And I'm telling you, I watched all the videos, all the photos of how bad the swelling was gonna be. But when it is your face juxtaposed as the Joan Rivers in a car accident victim, there is no mental preparation for that. I was just like, oh my God, I've ruined my life. The Turkish doctor was like, no, look at your neck. I'm like, yes, my neck is beautiful. My face is a pizza. It is a salami pizza with weird pineapple. I'm a pineapple pizza. No, it's swollen. You're not getting a blowjob later. Maybe just a dry hand job. How do you think I got the influencer discount? Hello. So Oh, I loved it. And then I got my body done. And for my body, I wasn't gonna fuck around. I went to the hottest, gayest plastic surgeon I could find in Mitta. I found the ultimate power gay. Okay, my surgeon's name was Dr. Volker Ripman. How perfect is that for someone cutting up huge chunks of my body, Dr. Ripman? It's like a firefighter named Mr. Extinguish, I tell you. So Volker, some of you might know him. He's beautiful, he's amazing, he's gorgeous. I told him, Volker, just make me in your image. Oh, and he went for it, you guys, okay? He removed 5 kilos of skin. Yes, I lovingly refer to it as my late-term abortion. Thank you. It had to happen. No, but seriously. So listen, what he did was he cut off this huge skin this apron of skin here. And the scar is in the exact shape of those like V muscles. So when I work out and like everything flattens, I'm gonna have cum gutters. Sorry, Germans don't know what that is. What is cum? What is gutter? Do the math, okay? Cum gutters. And then he sewed my stomach muscles together, so I'm gonna have abs one day, like my core is really, really strong. And he had to build like a new belly button because he cut off so much skin. So I have like a new belly button. Oh my God, are you jelly? And then he did a mastectomy, okay? So he cut off my nipples first and he put them there and was like, I'll get back to you later. And then he cut off my breasts and he like pulled the skin down and then he took this like cookie cutter thing and made my nipples really small and cute and took the cookie cutter and like made holes for them and sewed them back on, and now I have the cutest nipples in the world, you guys. I told Volker, I was like, Volker, just go for it. I want to be like Frankenstein, but make me fuckable. I want to be Fuckenstein. Fuckenstein. I love it. And the best thing about having a mastectomy is if the queer activists ever come at me and try to get angry at me, I'll be like, I'm part of the community. I had gender-affirming care. I'm trans. You're not trans, you were just fat. No, I'm trans. I'm a trans twink. I'm a twink trapped in a bear's body. I can finally be the real me. Isn't that perfect? All the little skinny activists, they'll be like, my pronouns are ze, them. I'm like, well, I had my tits cut off. I out-trans you, bitch. Yeah. I love it. One of the reasons the surgery worked so well for me is because I didn't have a problem with food. I really had a problem with drinking. And so I decided to go to a therapist. I just wanted 2 sessions just to like get a sense of it. Has anyone ever gone to a bad therapist before? Yeah, my therapist was recommended to me by my insurance company. Her name was Barbara. Like, what is that? Like, not even like Frau Schmidt. Like, give me some authority, Barbara. Barbara had this quality where I could tell she knew why I was fucked up, but enjoyed the fact that I couldn't figure it out. Like some sort of diabolical villain. She'd be like, oh, I notice you have this feeling come up for you often. Why do you think that is? Like, I don't know, Barbara. Why don't you fucking tell me? You seem to have some ideas. It's your journey, not mine. Like, are you a serial killer? What is the matter with you? Am I gonna have to start answering riddles? What the fuck? And so for the 2 sessions, she had me write a list as homework. She wanted me to write a list of 10 things I was looking forward to doing when I lost all the weight. And I think she expected me to write like horseback riding or mountain climbing or whatever the fuck skinny people do. But I found her so annoying that I wanted to mess with her. So I made a list of 10 guys I want to fuck when I'm thin. Did you write your list? Oh, I sure did, Barbara. He's in Tel Aviv. He's in New York. His name is Dr. Seussman. Sorry, not you, no. Not you, Dr. Seussman, no. She was horrified. She was like, I think that you need to be aware of the fact that just because you will be thin does not automatically mean that these men will want to sleep with you. Honest to God, the thought had never occurred to me. I was like, of course they're going to want to sleep with me, Barbara. It's me, but I'll be thin. Hello, have you met me? I'm a delight. No, I think you have problems with body image and self-esteem. And then I realized, I get it. This is you, Barbara, projecting your shit onto me. Classic. Because maybe you wish you could be out in the world fucking 10 hot guys, but you're not. You're in your little office playing mind games with people. Well, not me, Barbara. I'm not letting my life pass me by. I'm gonna be out there pursuing my dreams, fucking all these 10 hot guys all over the world. Now, will you please sign this insurance form so I can have my stomach cut out? Because I know that'll make me happy, not therapy. Not looking forward to activities and horseback riding. I just need to be skinny to have my stomach cut out so I can fuck these 10 hot guys. And I don't need therapy, and I don't need you. God, you remind me of my father. I'm sorry. I can always feel the energy of some Germans being like, oh, I think he has an issue with his father. I will applaud out of pity, not support. Oh my God. When you lose a lot of weight, you have to pull up your pants quite often, but when you lose a lot of weight, people have all sorts of crazy reactions when you lose a lot of weight. The worst is the Germans, because you're the worst at everything. No, it's just that you can't hold your thoughts inside, Germans. You can't, just shut the fuck up sometimes. Not everything you don't need to say every single fucking thought you think of at the time you think of it. Just be like, will this cause harm? Or maybe I shouldn't say it. And don't say it. I hadn't seen my neighbor for 6 months because he was away for 3 months. I was away for 3 months. I see him in the hallway and he goes, "Ha, so." Which, by the way, why the fuck do you do that? Ah, so. What? He sounds like some sort of racist Korean impersonation. Ha, so. What the fuck? So annoying. Ha, so. And I'm like, oh, hi, Peter. Oh, sehr gut, sehr gut. Sehr gut. How much did you lose? 101 kilos. Oh, yeah, sehr gut, sehr gut. He goes, I hope you can keep it up. What? Losing weight is the easy part. Keeping it off is the hard part. I hope you can keep it up. Peter, they cut out my stomach. I can barely eat anything. I'm going to be thin the rest of my life. No, it is possible. Even with your little stomach, you can gain all the weight back and more. But I hope you can keep it up. You can always count on a German to blow out your candle. What exactly is the matter with you people? You always just want to rain on everyone's parade, just ruin every moment ever. Everyone's celebrating. Oh no, a German entered the room. Blah, blah. Let's figure out how we can ruin this moment for everyone, everywhere we go, all the time. The most beautiful, life-changing news. I'm pregnant. Oh, I hope you don't have a miscarriage. It happens all the time. For the baby to die inside your uterus. Oh, I hope you can keep it in. You're laughing at miscarriages. You're terrible people. God. I didn't have a problem with food. It was really alcohol. When my doctor was talking with me, he asked me how much I ate, and I told him. He said, oh, this doesn't make sense. Do you drink alcohol? Why, do you have some? Come on, let's have a beer. It's Berlin. So he asked me how much I drank in a week, and I told him, and he went, and he went into his filing cabinet and pulled out a form and started asking me questions like, how often do you fall down? And I was like, oh my God, I'm getting the Are You an Alcoholic questionnaire. And I passed with flying colors. So I've learned a lot since being sober. I'm sober now 15 months, thank you. So I made a list of my top 10 things I've learned since being sober. Would you like to hear? Okay, top 10 things I've learned since being sober. When you don't drink, you don't get a hangover. Yeah. 2, when your friends ignore what you're saying, it's because you've already said it 5 times. 3, you don't have to tell me you're drinking, I can smell it on your breath. 4, when someone says you're being too loud, it's not just because they're German. It's because you're yelling. 5, sometimes arguments don't need to happen. 6, when you don't offer to blow your Uber driver, you feel better about yourself. 7, when you don't drink, you don't feel the urge to do drugs with strangers in bathroom stalls. 8, bartenders aren't your friends, they're working. 9, if you wake up thinking, oh my God, did I embarrass myself? You did. And 10, you're not a bottom, you are just always drunk. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a top now. I'm verse. I have a story to end the show. Does that sound good? I went away I went away this winter, and you know when you go away for a little bit and you come back, and you always have this feeling coming back to Germany. You come into your house, and then you look at your mailbox, and this feeling of dread is just overwhelms you, just wondering if there's going to be a scary letter from the government. Because letters from the government in Germany it's never good news. Like in Canada, the government, I was looking forward to letters from the government. It'd be like, oh gee, you took the bus, here's your carbon tax rebate, here's $120, oh gosh, you're such a good Canadian. And I'd be like, oh gosh, thanks Canada. In Germany, you get a letter from the government and it's like, oh, we are going to ruin your life. For the next 6 months, you will have a problem. There's no way to solve the problem because we created it. You cannot solve it. We cannot solve it. The problem shall just exist. So, 2 years ago, I get this letter. And it's so bad. It's worse than I could have ever imagined. It was from the Berlin Polizei. And they were charging me with a crime I didn't commit when I wasn't in the country. And that crime was assaulting a police officer. I talked about this in my last show. I called them. I explained the situation. And they seemed to know what I was talking about. They were like, oh, yeah, Daniel Ryan Spaulding. Yeah, we know. Yeah, don't worry about it. You charged me with a crime I didn't commit when I wasn't in the country. Yeah, we know. It's fine. Well, can you, give me a letter saying I'm not charged with this crime? I have a summons to go to court. No. Take the letter and throw it in the garbage. I would really feel more comfortable if click. And I called 2 more times. They said it was fine. I tried emailing them, they never replied. So I just figured, okay, the problem's been resolved. So now I go away this winter, I come back, no scary letters. 2 years has passed. I'm out having a beautiful lunch with friends. I'd just been in Brazil, so I have all this Rio de Janeiro sunshine in me. I come home to find 4 police officers waiting outside my apartment building. And all I could hear was, "Take the letter and throw it in the garbage." And yes, they were there to arrest me. And I asked them, okay, sorry, for what crime am I being charged? And they said, "You've already been convicted." I said, okay, this is all a misunderstanding. And guess what? That's what everyone says when they're about to be arrested. They told me that I've been convicted of this crime, that I had an hour to pay a 900 euro fine, or I would be immediately going to jail for 30 days. And I was under arrest, and they arrested me in front of all of my neighbors. They put me in the squad car. They let me make a phone call, so I called my manager, and I said, "Listen, I've just been arrested. I need 900 euros in cash. Meet me at the police station immediately." I never felt more like Charlie Sheen. The entire time, I'm trying to explain to them that they have the wrong person. I'm not a violent criminal. I'm a sassy, empowered gay man. The only thing I'm guilty of is being fabulous. But they wouldn't tell me for what crime I've been convicted. It was all very 1935, okay? Targeting the gay intellectual who's an ally to the Jewish people. I'm an ally! Yeah. So they go into the police station, they look at the arrest warrant and the mugshot, they come back and they say, "You are not the person we are looking for." Yeah, I know. What is this all about? So apparently, 2 years ago, there was a guy who coincidentally was also named Daniel Spaulding, and coincidentally was also Canadian. 2 years ago, he punched a Berlin police officer. I don't blame him. But he's not registered in Berlin, so they couldn't find him. So they decided to just arrest me and hope that I was him. So I say, listen, I need some sort of record saying that I'm not this person. I don't want this to be on my permanent record or something. I don't want you arresting me again. No, it's fine. But if we do arrest you again, just show your ID, because your name is Daniel Ryan Spaulding, and his name is Daniel Spaulding, and you have a different birthday. 'Cause we're not the same person! And then he goes, "Oh, and I'm sorry for my bad English." Yeah, your English is fine. It's your policing that's shit, okay? So I go back into my apartment, and I am so humiliated seeing all my neighbors looking at me from the courtyard. I go in there, and I'm just so disgusted. I can't even be in my apartment. And I just go outside, and I walk around the block over and over again. And I think to myself, thank God this is happening now and not a year ago. Because if this had happened a year ago, I would have gone straight to the Spätkauf. I would have bought 3 bottles of Prosecco. I would have gotten a pack of cigarettes, and I would have just drank all that Prosecco and smoked all those cigarettes. And then I probably would have called a friend up with 10 more beers, and we would have just drank, and I would have spiraled out of control with anxiety and worry. And as I walked around the block, yeah, I was angry. I was hurt. I felt violated. I was scared. But you know what? I learned enough from being sober that feelings can't hurt you. You just have to feel them. And I wasn't going to let this experience take me down and make me a bitter person and an angry person. I was going to take this experience, I was going to make it funny, I was going to put it in my show, because that's the sort of person I am, and that's the sort of person I want to be. Thank you. Thank you. I wanted to thank you guys so much for coming tonight. It's so nice to have nights like this where we can just cut ourselves off from polite society and just talk shit and have a good time. Am I right? Yes. We need that. We need that. And I'm going to be, I'm just going to change. I'll be out there in just a couple of minutes if you want to take a selfie. I'm doing my show Tuesday and Thursday next week again, so tell your friends. I'm going to be going to Tel Aviv, and I'm doing my show off Broadway in New York in October. So it's very exciting. But I just wanted to tell you how special it is that you guys came tonight, and you've always been so supportive and so kind to me. And I just wanted to say that it's important to laugh and to have nights like this where you can go out and have fun, because life is very complicated, and we can find ourselves in situations, especially in Berlin, that can be very challenging and painful. You know, when I saw that number come up on the scale, I had no idea what I was going to do. It felt like I was looking up at a mountain I had to climb. And I thought to myself, how could you let this happen? I felt so ashamed, so deeply disappointed, and I felt hopeless. I thought, how the fuck am I going to get out of this? How have you done this, Daniel? You have fucked your life so badly. And it took me a little bit of time, but I realized the only way that I could save myself and pull myself out of this situation was to be kind and patient to myself. That was the only way. And we all have struggles in life. We all have struggles. Some of us have problems with confidence or with relationships, or we don't know exactly what to do with our lives. Whatever you might be struggling with, just know, however far you need to go to get to the place you need to be, it comes with little tiny steps every single day. And it takes being kind to yourself and patient with yourself. It's like we're all little glasses of water, you know? Life comes around, bumps into us, and what's in our glass spills. That's gonna happen. And it's not necessarily that if you end up in that kind of situation, it's because you're a fuck up, or you're dumb, or you're reckless. Sometimes it's because you did the best you could under really bad circumstances. And when life bumps you, what's inside your glass spills. And so if you're an angry person, if you're a bitter person, if you're someone who constantly thinks the worst of people and situations and is negative and constantly judging, all of that is going to spill on your heart and in your life. That's why it's so important to do the best you can, to be optimistic every day, to find happiness, to find joy in life, to be kind to yourself, to seek connection, to have a sense of humor. And that's what I try to do every single day, because I'm a power gang. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Berlin.